Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take some time now to learn about how to place an axle with 2 points supporting the axle. In order to have an axle on a metal bracket, you need to use these collars right here so that it can have a smooth surface to spin. And you want to make sure that the axle doesn't slide back and forth or fall out, so you need to use these yellow collars to retain it on the inside. So we're going to assemble this together so that you know how to put together an axle supported by 2 points. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take our piece and we're going to take our bearing, this is called a bearing, and we're going to place it on the outside of the bracket, just like that. And I'm holding it there with my finger and just kind of pinching it in place. Then I'm going to take a pop rivet and I'm going to push that pop rivet through from the back side so that this part of the pop rivet right here comes through the outside of the bearing where the round hole is right here. So what we're going to do is just stick that inside and through. Right there. And I'm going to push it through and you'll see how that flared out there. And that flaring out is what holds this piece from moving or falling out. But you need to have at least 2 of the pop rivets holding that piece in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, I'm going to put that second pop rivet in there, and I'm going to push that up, and it's going to pop right out. So now this bearing is in there nice and secure. I'm going to do the same process on the other side. I'm going to take a pop rivet, push it through, click it in there, and I'm going to put a pop rivet here. It's a little tricky to get it in on the inside there. Make it come through the hole there and push it through and it pops open. Okay? Sometimes the pop rivet might need some adjustment. Like if you notice this pop rivet has some space right here, that's the gap that it needs to have. If for some reason it's pushed all the way closed, this thing will already be flared out and it won't go in there. So you'll need to kind of pull it apart so that there's some more space here, like that, so that it'll go in the hole better. Alright? So then we push that in there, clicks, and now we have our 2 supports, our 2 bearing supports. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put the axle in. And I'm just going to slide it in without those collars just to show you how it'll fall right out. So you need to have something to keep it from falling out. Now you can put the collars either on the outside, if need be, or sometimes you'll put the collars on the inside. So to put them on the inside, we just slide the axle out a little bit, and we push the axle through the collar. And you might need more than one so that it doesn't just go back and forth. See, if I just have one, this will teeter-totter back and forth. So we need to have a second one in there to keep it from sliding around. So I'm going to take a second collar, and I need to loosen this up just a little bit. There we go. And slide that through so that I have 2 collars in there. And as we've learned with the hex keys, the Allen wrench, you just simply put it in there, you tighten it up, and you don't want to over tighten. Just a simple little turn will hold that in there just fine. And then I'm going to adjust this exactly where I want it, and then tighten the other side. And now I have an axle supported where I could put wheels or gears on this, and it won't fall out. It won't go back and forth, and it'll spin nice and easy. So that's how to support an axle with 2 bearings from 2 points.